Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. We've got to be quiet because we're over here at the wither farm and we don't want to let those withers know, oh that was weird, that we are farming them. Yep, right in the face. We're over here at the wither skeleton farm. This place is amazing. It's been a while since we started an episode over here. I think we started a couple of them over here before because I was AFKing and I'm eager to record and I just want to get on with starting the recording, and we've got to take a journey back first of all, so let's quickly put these things on. We're not going to bother with rearranging the hotbar, that always takes too long. Come on, doggy. I know you're looking at the guys up there. Aha, you are not pathfinding again. Did I? Look right there as I jump. There's a wolf. He's stuck inside the hoppers. That's where these guys are going. I came up with 4 of them, I think, and some of them have gone in the hoppers again. Okay, now he's going along. So every now and then I come over here and nudge them in this direction. I'm starting to think I should just stand at the end here. That would be a little bit better so they're trapped next to these blocks. So let's have a look at what he's doing. He's killing stuff. That's amazing. Let's turn on the sound. We've had that turned off for a while. There we go, all the way up to 60. So I want to do a 20 wither fight soon, and I thought, right, time to get over here and start doing some AFKing. Had some good opportunities to do that. You see, when I'm playing City Skylines, I can't actually AFK because that game is monstrous on the PC, and I think that's all the wither skeletons that they're going to kill. They're not going for the ones on the edge, and I think there's 2 of them. I'm pretty sure I just saw 2. Anyway, when we go away, they're going to get teleported to us, so we'll run over to this corner, turn around, and do we see any? There goes one. Might take a bit to get the other one, actually. And he's kind of like in a central area, so it might take me a while to get them to teleport to me. But anyway, let's have a look in the chest. Before we head over to... We're going to go to Hermit Frills and do a little bit of tidying up, and possibly adding a few things over there. We're going to check on how many wither skeleton skulls we got. 9 in this chest, and 12 in that one. Let's do a little bit of math. Can I do it on camera? That's actually 7. 21 is one of those numbers I associate with 7. So 7 more withers to go towards our 20 wither fight. That's what we're aiming for at the moment. And I can hear some magma cubes. Where are thou? Are they actually up in that area over there? That would be fine, because if they're in this area down here, I'd be worried. And now I'm worried. Brilliant. Okay, so where did you guys come from? I think actually I might have realised that there was like a spot they could spawn on or something like that a while back. But they've definitely spawned down here, right? I mean, I'm going to have a look around and see if there's another way for them to get down here. That's kind of worrying. I do not want magma cubes down here in this part of the farm. And that also reminds me, the entire time we've been AFKing, we've probably been getting more and more magma cream, which is going to be amazing. Be nice to see how much we get. Ah, cool stuff. And I just remembered, I need to remind all of you, if you didn't see the last episode of Hermitcraft, you need to go and see that. Episode 350, it was a special, it was on April Fool's, and it was amazing. One of the most fun videos I've done in a long time, and I got to say, it's really kind of reinvigorated me for Minecraft again, or for making videos more so. Not the game, more for the video making aspect, because I got to do a load of really cool stuff on that one. Come on guys, let's get you back in the pen. I got to do all kinds of crazy cool voice effects and things like that, and just, you know, thinking outside of the box, because nothing was normal. It's not like we log on, record, talk about what we're doing. We had a little skit and it was a lot of fun, and someone else has got some dogs. They've got a lot of them, and I think this is full symmetry because hers had a blue collar, and I brought one of mine over to the Nether Hub so she could breed them, and I think they're theirs, and they just look so sort of half creepy and half adorable when they're all sitting around in a gang like that. It's awesome. So yeah, in we go guys, come over here. Oh, I put down a sign. Did she put down a sign? No, I don't think she did. So hopefully they'll walk over here. So yeah, I had an amazing time making that video. I want to say thank you for all the support as well. It was really great to see that people liked it. If you haven't seen it, be sure to go and check out that video. It really was, I think, one of the most favourite videos I've made in a long time. And I want to think outside the box a little bit more with these videos. Try and do something a little bit different. Think more about the entertainment as well as what we do in the Minecraft world. So anyway, why have I walked back over here? It is because we need to go and check up on the magma creams. Yep, I got one of those in my inventory to remind me. So we're going to just climb up here. And I'll pillar up and I'll have a look and see how many we've got. So I think I was... blah, blah, blah. Oh, sometimes when I start to talk it comes out all wrong. So yeah, I think when we last did this I was under a little bit of a time constraint to finish this thing. So it's another thing we need to do over here. And also if False has been using this, then look at that. We got ourselves tons of those magma creams. That means there's going to be a lot on the other side as well. And if I remember correctly, the other one had more last time as well. So let's hop over to that side and see how much is over there. Alright, not as much over here actually, but we also got a gold sword. Yay for gold swords, they are not useful at all. Actually, they are useful. for enchanting. And I was thinking about those stone swords that we have down there in the chest. So I was thinking, well, we've got to clear all of those out. What could we do with them? We could enchant them, I think. Yeah, of course we can. So that's something they might have a use for. However, we don't really do a lot of enchanting over here, so you'd have to transport them back, but there you go. If ever you need a bunch of disposable items, we get those from this farm as well. This thing is just awesome. Anyway, we're going to head back over to Hermit Hills. Do I need to drop anything off here? I think I've been keeping all of the gold that I've got on over here sort of staying in this area, just because I want to see how much we get over time. I'm actually going to take a couple of these back with me as well. Okay, and then in here, how many do we have? Look at that, let's divide that by 3. So we've got enough for our 20 fights. That is amazing. We're not going to do that this episode though, we'll be doing that in possibly the next episode. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Alright. I love that. So today's episode is going to be a talky episode. You're going to have to listen to me ramble. I know what you're thinking, oh no, not a talky episode, do some farms, do some projects. Well, today I really do need a little bit of a relaxed episode. Just got a few tasks, little jobs to do, like put some signs, or sorry, torches on the back of our sign over there. That thing looks fantastic, by the way. Lots of people really like that. That was good to see. But yeah, the 350th episode really took it out of me. So much time went into that, and a lot of things went wrong as well. I wanted to kind of let you know some of the things that have been happening and going wrong in this week. So we're going to hang out and do a couple of the off-camera jobs. Actually, the bits of cobblestone right here have thrown me off. And when I went into F5 mode, I noticed something behind me. Let's check and see if this is a spoiler thing right here. Yes, it is. It's a spoiler wall. So you get a little bit of a view of something right there. What is that? I don't know. I'm not going to be able to show you. I'm going to go and find out for myself in a moment. So I have no idea who's done that. But yes, we've got a couple of jobs to do. Also had a really cool suggestion for the Jello Spleef game to put some beacons underneath and to have the jump boost. And I was thinking if we put 4 beacons down, you can choose from jump boost, speed, and what else would be relevant? I'm not sure actually anything else would be relevant, but since this thing is an odd width, or sorry, it's actually an even width, we're going to put 4 down the bottom, and then you've got some like additional controls you can add for this thing, so that's going to be cool. But the main thing I want to do is just travel back and forth with these materials over here, so things are neat and tidy. And there are no torches. Oh, there's 11. That's not enough. Okay, so let's fill ourselves up with cobblestone and head back over to the storage area. This is what I do time and time again when I'm recording these episodes. And let's talk about some of the things. I made a little list of what's been going on. So first of all, the whole April Fool's episode. Oh my god, no, that's not my sword! Don't blow up! My inventory is all cluttered at the moment and in the wrong way around. And you saw there, I grabbed the shovel real quick. That's because it's in the wrong place. There we go. Very nice. Very good, okay. So yeah, there was a little voting thing for the April Fools, and Zul'jin I would declare as the winner. For the longest time it looked like he was in the lead, and actually Slipgator has a slight amount more votes than Zul'jin did. However, Zul'jin had a lot more likes, so I'm going to hand that one to Zul'jin. His skit that we did together was the best. By the way, I thought up all of the skit ideas. I just kind of told those guys on the day what the deal was and what was going to happen, and then they went along with it, and it turned out really, really great. And of course, look at this place right here. It was on a copy of the world. Still, some people thought it was on the real server. I think those people might have been doing their own little April Fool's comment joke on me, because it should have been really obvious. Plus, I talked about it at the end. So yeah, that was that. And the next note that I've got on my list makes no sense to me right now. I'm looking over at it and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? That's not even a sentence. So we'll move on to the next thing. Alright, okay, so when I started recording all of the 350 thing, oh, that makes sense now, the other one. Yeah, the killing machine that Doc made for me, it didn't work. I just started recording this thing. I had not much time to record the entire episode, and I was trying to use the killing machine, and it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't kill me. I couldn't figure it out, and after a while, you know, like after going a little bit mad, because I had all this pressure to, you know, get the video done before April Fools, I finally figured out that I was just using it completely wrong, and then yes, I could start, you know, doing the death machine thing and getting on with the video. And this is surprisingly difficult to talk and think, even though I'm just doing something really boring like putting items away. You can despawn because I don't know where I'm going to put you. And some ender pearls. I'm just going to chuck stuff into random chests for now, I think. Let's just clear up all of this clutter a little bit. I actually need those. I keep all of my torches in the coal chest right here. So we're going to grab some of those. We need that for pillaring. This can go right in here. And if we're transporting things back and forth, we're not going to need those. So they go in the ender chest. And yes, I could use the ender chest to transport items, but at the moment that thing is just full of useful items that I, need when I'm building and doing stuff. So yeah, as well as having trouble with the building machine? The Doc's killing machine, I also had a friend send me a server, and it was a spigot server that had world edit, so that I could do all the fancy cool stuff like changing all of the blocks in Zul'jin's castle, and it just crashed every time I loaded the world, and eventually we figured out that whenever something went through the nether, it crashed, and I tried to fix that for a while, and then I realised that I never needed to go to the nether to do the video, so we just kind of left it how it was, and that was just another like added stress, time-consuming thing while I'm trying to get this video done as quick as possible, which was cool. So as well as that, I was also going to put out another video yesterday of another game, something I was thinking of doing for April Fools. I was thinking of like picking up like a really silly game that was not my kind of thing to play on the channel just for one day, and then I realised that of all the games I want to play, I could just pick out a game that I used to play. In fact, I've got a list of all the games that I've sort of played over time, and I've been thinking about doing a nostalgia series for some time where I just kind of, now and then pick out a random game and do like one odd video on it, or maybe a couple of videos depending on what you guys want to see. So I thought I'd start that off by actually just picking out this game. Instead of doing an April Fool's thing, I'd just do it as a normal video, and I recorded the entire thing. It wasn't too stressful to record or anything like that. There was a lot of explaining and talking going on, and it tired out my voice a little bit. But then when I went and looked at the footage, Fraps had recorded the entire thing with my mouse cursor being over by like half the screen. So the entire game was me pointing at things and explaining what they do and how it works. And then I go and look at the footage and it's just all completely useless. And I was like, yep, fair enough. We'll come back to that another day. So if ever you see like a random video of a random game, that'll mean I fixed that problem and that I want to do videos on that. Oh man, I put my shovel away. I should have known I was going to be pillaring with dirt. I literally like put it in my inventory to do that, and apparently I've also taken my ender chest. Or did I even have an ender chest over here? Yes I did, and I put it round the back. Okay, so we can go grab that. So another thing that happened before April Fools as well is I had a power surge. I went out for a walk. I do a lot of walking and exercising, running and cycling and stuff. And when I got back, my computer had been rendering a video, and it was just on this like BIOS screen, and it had a message saying there's been a power surge and your computer has been protected from the power surge, which was reassuring. But the thing is, I already had power surge protection. I have a little thing, like an extension cord that's supposed to protect the power surge, yet my computer had detected it, and its like motherboard software or whatever had said that it shut down safely. So that was kind of like half assuring and half not, because I've already got something that's supposed to do that. But anyway, my power supply unit is fine. It's doing all good. And when I next loaded up City Skylines, it crashed. So I loaded it up again, and it crashed again. And I was very worried that I wouldn't be able to record more of that game. So I ended up uninstalling the drivers for the monitor and then reinstalling it, and that fixed the problem. So slightly worrying stuff. Just had like everything goes wrong in 1 week. It's just the way things go. And next on my list I wanted to talk about is feedback on some of my videos. Now, a long time ago, when things were new and fresh in Minecraft, it was quite easy to come up with ideas for new inventions. I was at the middle of all of the animal breeding innovation. There was always stuff to be done. And over time, there's been less and less things to kind of think of and invent and do. And it's one of the things I really love about the game, and it feels like it's kind of a shame that those things will die down a little bit. And so lately, I've decided that with my videos, the tutorials that for the beginning of this year I've been pumping out on a regular basis, that what I wanted to do is just get ideas out there. Like, if I have an idea for something that's different and I think it could be beneficial to other people, or it's an interesting way to do something, then I think getting the idea out there is a good thing, because it might lead for someone else to, come up with the brilliant idea that's behind all of that. So I have this like idea in my mind now that, whenever there's an idea, like something like the simple item randomizer, I might not have put that video out previously because it was so small and simple, yet I thought let's just put it out there, and that one was really well received. However, one of the other ones, the micro cow farm, kind of made me feel like I was losing my touch a little bit, because I got a lot of like negative criticism, and when I say negative, I know you guys are very supportive by coming out to watch the videos and actually leaving feedback. It's a good thing, but in general, people didn't like the contraption too much, and I was sort of disappointed because I felt like, even though I tried to explain it the best I could, a lot of people missed out the point. Sometimes something isn't apparently the best thing to do in survival, like with this contraption. It was a case of you would breed the cows and then you would get your drops instantly, but then you'd have to go and breed the cows again, like time and time over, to kind of maintain things. So the positive there was that you would actually get your items on arrival when you needed them, and that could actually be what someone needs. You know, you might be in a situation sometime in the game and you're like, what I need is a farm that gives me these drops when I ask for them, and I don't have to wait for the babies to grow up and then be slaughtered. And that's what that farm did, and I felt like that was the most important thing about showing it. I wasn't going to say this is going to replace all of your farms or anything like that. I just wanted to share and show the idea. So when you see things like that from me, always think about how, although it may not be the best thing right now, it's good to have all of these different ideas floating around. So when something new gets added to the game, or perhaps you're working on a farm and then you realize, oh wait, what if we did it like this? This would solve the problem. It's all like knowledge, and it's all things that add up to our Minecraft experience together, like as a community. Because that's where the best of things come from, is when we share knowledge, we progress and come up with the best farms and things. And that's kind of what happened with the whole animal breeding story. And I actually really want to do a video on that called The Evolution of Animal Breeding. I wanted to go through all the old videos and explain how things got changed over time, like the way animal breeding used to work. You never used to have baby animals, and show all of the different farms that had evolved from that. So let me know if you want to see that. Maybe a little bit of motivation there will get me around to doing that one. But that's something I've been wanting to do for a time now, and I just keep forgetting about it more than anything. It never feels like it's the right time to do it. We're going to throw away the rotted flesh because I can't be bothered to find a place for that to go. So we did the torches, we can put those away. And what was the other job that I had? I had to set up some beacons, and I just brought all the iron back. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's just take, I forget how many it is for a big one, but let's take 5 stacks back and go do that. And this is a story of my life here on the server, just forever running back and forth with materials, it feels like. Alright, the yellow spleef sign looks really great with torches behind it. Don't know why I didn't think of doing that. You know, the torches are a little bit more discreet. When you see it from the side here, it starts to not look quite as good, but yeah, even from here I still can't see the torches, so it's fine. They also have particle effects. I think maybe when you're closer up and you can see the particle effects, it's not quite the same, but that actually works out really well, so that's nice. And right now Impulse is messaging me on Skype. He's actually got something to deliver me over at the UHC monument, so I guess we should probably head over there. Man, there's a little guy around here somewhere. Alright,
Yeah,
so
every time I'm over here, I hear him, so he must be holding something. Because it's always, yeah, I think we got one that's not despawning. Because it's always right in front of this place.
Oh, look, he's here. You're right. Check it out. I'm kind of in your way.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have a look. He's holding something.
I can't tell what he's holding because it's in the block.
Yeah. Let's remove that. There we go. He's going crazy now. Gunpowder.
Gunpowder, of course.
Oh, I see why he got in there. That's one of my little lighting things. I left a torch in there.
Ah.
Yeah, there we go.
Every time I ran through here, because I run through here a lot, I've heard him, and I just never took the time to look for him.
Yep, literally every time I come through here as well, it's always like, oh, little baby villager. And I think that's the first time I've clocked on that I actually hear that pretty much every time.
Oh, nice. All right, well, you want to do this?
Yeah, you got something to give to me, I hear.
Yes, I do. As the winner of the Doc Killing Machine contest, I get to present to you Doc's head for the UHC monument.
I can pretend to be Doc now.
Yeah, it's
All
so
right,
funny
guys. That wasn't very German.
I know, I can't do it either. I was about to try it, and I was like, nah, I'm not even going to try.
I'm going to have to work on that impression.
Oh, man. So, yeah, him and Cleo won the last one. I always feel bad saying it just in case there's people that haven't seen it yet. But
yeah, I think by
awesome.
now it's fair enough. It was like a month or 2 ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hopefully everybody's seen it. So, yeah, really cool. So, this place is awesome, man. I know you said you still have some work to do in here, though, right?
Yeah.
Or are you pretty much done?
Pretty much. I think the only thing to be done now is to sort out everyone's records. I had a really good suggestion to use a book. Just
Right.
put a book in each chest so you can write
Oh,
down
okay.
people's statistics. And then give everyone's like little statue a helmet and some armor. So you can see over here, they've all got their armor on. Looking
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Okay. Yeah, Tango and I relate to the party because the killing thing wasn't working right, where our heads weren't dropping. But you got that all sorted out, and I think our heads are in the chest now. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard you guys spent some time like killing each other and it wasn't dropping because of like
Yeah.
spelling mistakes and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was fine. That was fine. It was fun. Any chance I get to kill Tango, even if it's for no reason at all, is good with me.
Awesome. Well, here's
Uh,
something you can do. You can actually pick where yours and Tango's are going to go if you'd like. I mean, I imagine you want a prime
okay.
spot close to the path here.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. There's some armor stands, so we can plop them down quickly.
And then someday I'm gonna have to get lucky enough to win a UHC. I'm not the best at UHC, so it's gonna be a miracle if I do. But
I'll tell
yeah,
you
I
what.
definitely need to
I'll let you
try.
know when my server guys are playing because if you come play with us, a lot of them play so often they can teach you so much about the game. You know,
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
it's all
Great idea.
about
I'd
what
love
you
to get
know.
some practice. Cool, cool. So yeah, now we got Doc's head in here, and you can work on his monument to the UHC win, and that's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Right, so I'm going to
Cool.
put you all
Yeah.
on here. There we
Nice.
go. Put
It
Tango
does
over
look like
here.
he's looking off to the left a little bit. It's just,
It
is
might have
that
been the
just
way
a
that I placed it.
client?
If I
Oh,
stand
okay.
like here and place it. Oh no. Okay, that one's okay.
Just a little bit off.
Yeah. I had something like this going before where some of them just seem to be a little bit off to one side. Yours is like really off to one side. I don't know what's going on there. But there you go.
Yeah, cool. That works. That works. All
Alright.
right, cool. Well, my job is done, and that whole killing machine thing was pretty fun. I somehow just won it by default. It looks like you lost your game
I
to Doc
think
and Horace, and the other guys just kind of derped up a little bit. So
yeah, I
that
think it
worked
was
out.
the iron anvils that sold it. The way they just whizzed over his
Yeah,
head.
yeah, that
That
was
looks
fun.
so cool.
I'm gonna have to do something more with the flying anvil thing for sure in the future. That was fun.
Yeah, yeah. You can do a lot with those, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
So cool, man. Yeah, place looks great. Can't wait to see it all completed with everybody's monument done
It won't
and
be long
all
now. It
their.
won't be long, will it?
Yeah, cool,
All right. Thank you very
cool.
much, man.
Yeah, no problem. Talk to you later.
See ya. Alright, our 4 beacons are in place. I left a fair bit of room here because I was thinking we'll probably want some redstone to control these in the future to change their settings. I haven't given them anything yet. Not going to bother with that. Actually, what would be useful? If you were going to hit each other, resistance would be. Jump boost would. Now that's something you can use. Speed would be. But I think those 3 are the ones. Haste and strength I'm not so sure about. So maybe we have like speed 1 and speed 2 so you can choose between the two. Or maybe even jump boost and jump boost 2. Maybe we'll just go with those 2. Who knows? But anyway, that's the space down here for the beacon. And what's cool about it is that everything above it just happens to be the right kind of block for a beacon beam to go through. You got hoppers, then you got carpets, then you got water, slime blocks, and at the top you got stained glass as well. So that worked out pretty well. But that's all we're going to do for today. As I mentioned earlier, been really busy, lots of things going on. Let's get out into the correct minecart. It's the one at the back here that you're supposed to click on. And that doesn't look too bad at all, does it? Let's go over here, and the beam, does it get whiter? I think it does because it's got the white stained glass, or maybe it stays the same. But it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And I'm just wondering, that might get annoying when you're playing, so being able to turn all of them off will definitely be a good thing. And there is Impulse. I was just thinking, when I logged off earlier, there was a spoiler wall over here, and now it's gone. I imagine that he's taken that down because I went and checked YouTube and the video for this has gone out. So this is it right here. Evil looking bunny guy, totally badass. This was made by False. I think she did the aesthetics here, and then Impulse came along and he did the redstone. So this is some sort of shooting game. We're not going to play it today, but my oh my, does it look cool. We've got a big old bunny, and this guy looks evil or mean. But yeah, there's obviously some sort of game going on here where you've got to shoot these redstone lamps because you can see they've got buttons on them. But I'm going to come and investigate that another time. There is one other thing that I'd like to show you that has been done on the server today, and I am so impressed with this. I left Tango a comment on his video. I mean, I really think he's sort of outdone himself here. It was awesome. So I'm watching his video and he's working on the Nether Hub, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to log on here, walk over and have a look, and this is what he's done for the iron part right here. Looks pretty impressive so far, right? You know, pretty cool, big iron face. Oh yeah, that's cool. Then you step into the room and it's just got It's just got its own style. I love it. It's these red bits on the back here and the vines, they just add so much. And then you've got the golems here, who I imagine you can probably push out of here. Yep, and let's push him back in quickly because, like with the horse stable design, I think the half slab thing going on here tricks him into thinking that's the only place he can go. And it just is so cool. I really do like it. On the other side, it's just like this, which is, it might be unfinished. There might be more to that. But it turned out ever so great, and I think he done a terrific job. But anyway, that's going to be it from me this episode of Hermitcraft. Hope you didn't mind the shorter, kind of talkier episode. Really had to do one of those. I had a lot I wanted to talk about, and I like talking from time to time. It's good to change things up. Next episode, I have no idea what we're going to be doing. There's loads of stuff going down, like multiplayer stuff over the Easter weekend, so I might do some of that in my next episode. We've got the 20 Wither fight, and also I'm going to start work on another project, like get back to the Wither farm, or maybe the Nether hub. There's a lot of things that need doing on our list, and I want to start working on something again, so there'll be lots of things coming up. But that's going to be it from me. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. It will be greatly appreciated. So thank you for watching, and we will catch you next time. Bye bye.